Is that right?
Is ACDC getting back together? Well, Chris Slade recently addressed the rumours regarding ACDC's plans going forward in a new interview. Asked by Eon Music if he thought that it was right that part of the old lineup were reportedly back together, Slade replied, "Yes, if it works, good luck. It's great, and why not?" There's all sorts of rumours. Axl's going to be doing a track, Brian's going to be doing a track. There's so many variables here, and I've learned with ACDC also not to believe the rumours because even fans fake things. But Angus is now over 60, I think, so he's still got a few years to go. If you go by me and Brian, that's all he does. He relaxes by painting and he smokes fags, and that's about it. So the rest of the time, he's playing guitar. Asked about who might be playing bass on the rumoured studio sessions since Cliff Williams retired at the end of the Rock or Bust tour, Slade says, "I'm not sure about that, but Stevie Young and Angus both play bass. Would Cliff come out of retirement? It depends if he's bored or not, because all he will want to do these days is go fishing with his son, who is a professional fisherman. So I don't know. It's possible, of course, but then again, it's all rumours. But Angus is a very big family-orientated a la Stevie, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's a nephew or a cousin or something who plays bass. So that's just a thought. Of course, earlier this year, the net went ablaze with speculation when a photograph went viral of drummer Phil Rudd and vocalist Brian Johnson were spotted together outside Vancouver studios where the group have recorded previous albums. Now, an interesting interview came about earlier this year with Angry Anderson when he talked to the Rock Pit's editor Mark. I was talking to Angus earlier last year when we were doing the encores and we were opening for Guns N' Roses, but Angus and I were asked to do the encores, and I said to him, "What are you going to do?" And he said, "Mate, I'm writing a new album." I thought, cool, so I asked him who was in the band, and he said Axl. And rumour has it that Angus Young is currently writing songs based around old riff tapes of Malcolm and Angus over the years. Now, the band have certainly seen their fair share of bad times in recent years. Phil Rudd was fired from the band shortly after the release of the Rock or Bust album due to his complications with the law. The Rock or Bust tour saw the departure of Brian Johnson midway through the tour, officially due to hearing issues, with Axl Rose stepping in for the remainder of the dates. Cliff Williams retired at the end of the tour, and there was also the passing of founding member and brother to Angus, Malcolm Young. And what I think is going to happen here is that we will definitely see a new album. I think from everything that's been discussed in the press, that is a definite. We're going to see a new album from ACDC, but Slade is most likely not involved with the album in any way. Everything else at this stage is open to speculation. Now, I think the photograph of Phil Rudd and Brian Johnson spotted outside Vancouver studios shouldn't be taken too lightly at this stage, because these guys don't live anywhere near this studio and wouldn't really have much other reason to travel there if they weren't involved in some way. As far as an album release with a world tour, I think this will basically come down to whether Angus Young wants to do it. If he does, then it'll happen with or without the old lineup. I can't personally see Brian, Angus, Cliff, Stevie and Phil on stage together doing a massive world tour with multiple dates each week as they've done in the past. I think Cliff is done. I think Cliff is retiring. I think he's out now. Brian Johnson, he's in his 70s now with hearing loss, despite the fact that he is in pretty good health. I think a world tour may just be out of the question for him at this stage, and he may just prefer doing tours more smaller scale, as we've spotted him in the past couple of years doing smaller dates with various artists.
Money don't get everything that's true.
I think if we're looking at a big world tour here, there's more chance of the Axl DC lineup taking place, unless of course there's a compromise and a tour was a little bit more smaller scale with fewer dates. We might see the old lineup take part in that. The interesting thing to note here is that the ACDC camp have never been very vocal about their plans, and they generally keep quiet from the media and announce things more last minute. So it's really no surprise that the internet, like to speculate as to what comes next with these guys, and all sorts of rumors are taking place. But what's your thoughts on what is going on with ACDC right now? And do you think we will get another album and a world tour? And if we do, what lineup do you think we will see with ACDC moving forward? Let me know in the comments below what you think, guys. And of course, hit like and subscribe if you dug this video. More videos coming soon, guys. And as always, support the artists, guys. Buy the music. Rock on.